Good morning, Delaware. Today is Friday, October 28th.
Let's get right into our daily announcements.
Today we're going to start with AJ and Tucker's weekly sports report. Take it away, guys.
The Delaware Beak presents the DO Sports Report with Tucker Fader and AJ Newby.
Hey Eagles, this is the Delaware Sports Report. I'm Tucker Fader.
And I'm AJ Newby. Well, let's get started.
What, no cheesy pun this week?
Yeah, I'm all out of Eagle puns. Anyways, volleyball has 2 games left before playoffs, and they will play at Roseville before coming home to play Wood Creek in their regular season finale. So good luck, girls.
Last Friday was a game to remember once again as Delaware dominated Granite Bay for its 3rd consecutive win against the Grizzlies. This is the first time since the school's opening that Granite Bay has been defeated 3 years in a row by the same team. This accomplishment for the Eagles was not easily achieved. Both teams battled it out, and by the end of the first quarter, there was no score. However, shortly after the second quarter began, Granite Bay scored and later followed it up with another unanswered touchdown. Just when things were starting to look bad, Bobby Hetherington fired a 55-yard touchdown pass to Russell Smith just before half to bring the score to 7-14. Shortly after the half, Bobby threw another bullet to DT for a 26-yard touchdown to tie it up. After exchanging scores, Nick O'Sullivan scored the go-ahead touchdown on a 5-yard run set up by Brandon Monroe's 85-yard kick return. Final score was a 28-24 victory for the Eagles.
That was definitely a fun game to watch, Tucker, and this game should be fun as well, because it's finally homecoming week. This week, the football team will take on Roseville in an attempt to continue a 6-game winning streak. Roseville is 5-3 and averages 38.8 points a game against Delaware's 7-1 record and 42.9 average.
Well, that should be a great game. Don't forget, winter sports start in a week, so get yourselves cleared. Before we end things, let's take a moment to look back on the illustrious IndyCar racing career of Dan Weldon, who passed away in a terrible crash this past weekend. With this story is field reporter Matt Steelman.
On October 16th, the 2011 IndyCar season came to a close with the inaugural race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. All eyes were on 2 men, Will Power and Dario Franchitti. The two would battle for the title on a track made for NASCAR stock cars, which are much slower and heavier. But on lap 12, this enormous crash occurred in turns 1 and 2, involving 15 of the 34 cars.
Trouble contact and a huge crash. Up in turn number 2. Oh, multiple cars involved. Oh, my. It looks like Dan Weldon may be involved in it.
At first, all the focus was on Will Power, who was involved in the wreck. His run for the title was over. But after a 2-hour red flag, it was announced to the fans and the drivers that Dan Weldon, the 2005 champion, had lost his life in the crash. The sport was devastated along with the motorsport community. Weldon was one of IndyCar's brightest stars with a large fan following and 2 Indy 500 wins under his belt, including this year's wild finish.
Second here, twice here they come again through the final 2 corners. J.R. Hildebrand. Careful of traffic. He's got to get around the lap. Traffic. I think he's running. He hit the wall. Just like Tom Schicker. Keep your foot on the gas. Dan Weldon is going to win the race. That is unbelievable.
His death was felt in all the drivers. After the race was canceled after only 12 laps, the drivers did a 5-lap tribute to Weldon with his number on top of the scoring pylon. Dan Weldon was only 33 years old.
Wow, that truly is a tragedy.
And that about wraps things up for the week. For the Beak, I'm Tucker Fader.
And I'm AJ Newby. Hey, Tucker, wouldn't you say we're a pretty talented team?
Oh, God.
The Delaware Beak presents the DO Sports Report with Tucker Fader and AJ Newby.
Thanks, Tucker. Thanks, AJ. All sports team are doing such a wonderful job.
I can't wait for tonight's game.
Yeah. The library is now starting a new system. All overdue books past 90 days due will require that you pay for the book, even if you return it. Please be advised, when you don't return your books, others do not have access to them. Debt cards will be issued for the amount of the book, so please tend to your overdue items.
Basketball and wrestling starts in just over a week. Did you turn in your sport packet? Are you cleared? Don't wait until tryouts to find out that you aren't cleared, and don't rely on your mom to take care of it. Get a winter sports packet at the Delaware Athletic website to get it and get it turned into Mrs. York before it's too late.
FIDM will be here on Tuesday, November 1st. If you are interested in fashion, design, marketing, or digital design, be sure to sign up in the counseling office to learn about this exciting school.
Hey snowboarders, tell your parents to come to the Snowboard Parent Night next Wednesday, November 2nd, in room 103 at 6 p.m. to answer questions about registration and team details. Ask Mr. Costilla for details.
Seniors, our class shirts are $10 and you still have the rest of today to buy one.
Today is a short day due to our school having our homecoming rally. The rally is always so exciting. You will see the dance team and cheerleaders perform and always funny staff dance.
Each dance will also be performing their dances that they have been working so hard on.
We will also get to see the class that gets to win the Spirit Jug due to the points they've earned over the week for the dressing up and having great spirit at work nights. Here's the Beat Kristen to show us the flashback of this week's dress-up days.
This week was homecoming week. That means dress-up days. Many students came decked out with the theme of the day. Monday was Baby vs. Geezer. Tuesday was Rags to Riches. Wednesday was Past vs. Future. Thursday was Class Color or Class Theme. Lastly, Friday was Black and Gold. Reporting from the Beak, I'm Kristen. Back to you.
Thanks, Kristen. Everyone had great costumes and did a really good job dressing up.
I love seeing all the costumes.
Yeah. I really hope everyone is wearing their black and gold today because it's Homecoming Friday, and everyone should be wearing black and gold to the game tonight as well to support the football team. The game tonight is against Roseville at 7 p.m.
There have been a lot of flash mobs going on this week. They have all been really good, and here's the Beak's Hannah to tell us a little more.
You may have noticed that I'm wearing a onesie, but you also may have noticed several flash mobs during brunch this week. And this is because this year's theme is FLASH, which stands for Forever Lend a Supportive Hand. Let's take a look back at some of this week's finest moments.
Students kicked things off by linking hands and forming a circle to show their supportive hands. The other events that followed included sitting down and cartwheeling.
Hope everyone had fun this week. That's all I got for you today. Now back to you guys.
Thanks, Hannah. Everyone does a really good job doing the flash mobs. They're really cool. Go. The homecoming dance starts at 8 p.m. on Saturday, October 29th. That's tomorrow. Doors close at 9, and all school rules are still in effect during the dance. All students must have their ID, and if you don't, temporary ID only costs $10 at the door. Guest passes can be obtained from Miss Locke after you buy a couple's bid.
That's all we have for you today, Delaro. From our crew here at DOTV and The Beak, I'm Anya.
And I'm Haley. And from Miss Seaman in the office, have a great homecoming.